Here comes lot number 15, M. Poorvaja from 8th A4. Lot number 15, M. Poorvaja from 8th A4.
Okay. Optimism is a faith that leads to one achievement. Nothing can done without hope and confidence. So a hopeful good evening and greetings to one and all gathered here. I am Poorvaja from grade 8. Today I am going to talk about the book Don't Believe Everything You Think, written by a spiritual thought leader, Joseph Nguyen, who has a mission of helping others, understanding their divine purpose and unlock the infinity potential of their own mind and live an abundant life free from psychological suffering. To make a big decision, or if we want to move to the next stage in our life, or a greatest event is about to happen, we are advised to think hardly and make decision. But this book, Don't Believe Everything You Think, says we are not asked to think too much, but how to live without thinking, or how to make decisions without thinking. This book is all about this. We can end up reading same kind of book at the same time, but the author says that even if we read same kind of book at the same time, but the perspective changes the experience. In Tamil, we say Ennam pol vaalkai. So the thought only shaping our life, but the author says that thought and thinking two very different. Both might feel like same to us, but both lead to a very different outcomes. The author says that there will not have any problems if our aim is to stop thinking. But there's always some problem. Then how we can stop thinking and make fun instead? Shareable and unfortunate events happens to a person every single day. What I am saying is all through we experience a lot of negativity in our life, but suffering is optional. As a Buddhist story says that whenever we feel a negative event, two arrows fly our way. Being physically struck by an arrow is painful. Being struck by a second emotional arrow is even more painful. Most of the time, we can't escape from the first arrow. It will definitely hit us. That's life. It's understandable. But the second arrow is our reaction to the first arrow. It's entirely our doing. As a Buddhist quote says that pain is inevitable. We can't escape from that. But thinking of the pain and suffering is entirely our doing. Even if the worst thing happen around us, but a single thought can decide whether we want to stay in suffering or move on. The author says that whenever we are happy or successful in our life, we are not thinking anything. So thinking never give a happiness or a bliss to us. Our normal state of mind is being happy without any worries. The moment we start thinking, we will move on from the happiness and joy. At the same time, when we feel a negative event, we are thinking too much. For example, we can take a car speedometer. In a car speedometer, instead of miles per hour, we can take thoughts per minute. When the thoughts are increasing, we will move into the red zone. We feel stressed. At the same time, when the thoughts are decreasing, we will move into the green zone, which is good. The author says that there is no such thing called reality. There is only perception of reality. The way we see an event is important. A bad childhood can make a person as a thief, killer, or a person can also become a policeman. We should not come to conclusion with regards to events. Let's think hypothetically that you are in a history class and your history ma'am is teaching about the rule of Cholas, architecture of Cholas. When we hear all about this, we will have a sense of pride. At the same time, when we hear about British rule over us, we will have a sense of anger. Right or wrong, history is all about facts. A sense of pride or anger is created depending on the meaning we gave to the history. And at last, the author says that there is no right or wrong decision in our life. For example, we can take a keyboard. In a keyboard, there is no right or wrong note. Right or wrong note depend on how we use the keyboard. Similarly to our life, there is no right or wrong decisions. The decisions will only change the route of our life. And finally, it's time to conclude. To conclude the speech, I want to say that don't believe everything you think is a guide to be free from self-doubt, self-sabotage, anxiety, rejecting feel-good glitches about motivation and willpower. It draws a timeless Buddhist wisdom to demonstrate how thinking entangles us in a life of suffering and how we can free ourselves from that trap. Thank you.